Welcome back, my dear student. In this lecture here, we're going to be testing out to see if we can use our functions files there correctly with a path. And we're also going to be creating our database. All right. So we're going to be doing two things in this lecture here. So it's going to be going a little fast. Make sure that you rewind the video if you don't understand it, and you should be able to understand it. It's pretty easy stuff. All right. So I'm just going to put something here on my functions.php just to know that I'm being required, right? That is being required. And it's going to say something like echo from functions. All right. Perfect. So now let's go to our public folder. Let's go to our, forget about this file right here. This is just something that that was there from my computer. Some readme stuff. Don't worry about that. All right, so let's go to index here and let's require our config that has everything we need. All right, so required, and we need the required ones. That way this does not work unless we have this file, right? So we're gonna say required ones, and let me see if I spelled it correctly. It looks like I did not spell it correctly for some reason. Required, okay, sorry about that. There we go. Perfect. So let's do two dots to go back, and let's do resources, which is the folder that has all our resources, right? And then config.php. Config should be right here on the same level as templates. Yes. All right. So let's go ahead and test this out. So I'm going to go to localhost. I'm going to go to ecom public and require MySQL unknown database. All right. So it's saying that it doesn't know the database. All right. So let's go ahead and actually comment that out because we don't have a database, of course, yet. So comment that out, and I saved it already. Enter, and now it's saying from functions. All right. So this is working. All right. One thing that I forgot to tell you, and is that this is our file here that we're going to be using, our template from Bootstrap. And there is a lot of things configured ready for us to start using it. My major concern is not with the HTML and CSS, since we're using a framework for that. As you can see right now, it's responsive, and I use this in some of my other projects. It just makes it easy for us to concentrate, to focus on the code, on PHP and MySQL, which is the main thing of this course, right? Building an e-commerce system, dynamic pages. So we don't want to deal with HTML and CSS. We want something else to deal with it, and Bootstrap is taking care of it. So we are including from there. Now we need to create a database. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's go to localhost php myadmin. There we go. All right. So this is php myadmin. We're gonna have this is the software that allows us to create the database. We can also create it with terminal. All right, with a command prompt. We can log into MySQL and create it manually if we wanted to, for those geeks out there. But we're gonna be using php myadmin since it's available and it's easier to do. So database, and let's call this ecom_db create. Perfect. So nice created, and should show right here on the left side. Now let's uncomment this, and let's go back to our public folder here and enter, and I don't get any errors. That means it's connected. But let's go ahead and test it out real quick. So let's just say something in function. Let's go say if connection, then let's just echo. I'm gonna copy this down. I'm just gonna say it's connected just to make sure. All right, let's go ahead and check this out. I just saved it, by the way. Enter, and you can see right now it's concatenated with this one, but it says it's connected. So we are connecting, we are requiring from functions. Everything is working beautifully. All right. So this is a really good solid foundation for any project in PHP. All right. So anyway, on the next lecture, we're going to continue building our e-commerce site, e-commerce system, and I'll see you in the next lecture. It was very, very nice showing you this. Take care.